Brian Cummings. Justin.
Janice Cummings. Debbie.
Eugene Skipper.
Eddie Skipper.
The Amish is one who is close to their own kind and takes things to heart. They live strictly by their rules and have their set standards. They tend to be separate and unique to their actions. The Amish originated its name from the man named Jacob Amish. He was an early Swiss Anabaptist that caused controversial teachings and eventually led to the split in the Mennonite Church in Europe. In Amish time, he taught the people to live non-resistant lives along with caring for the community and to work off the land, and that the Bible was the only way to live by and that the followers should follow that way also. The beginning of the Amish immigration started in the early 1700s and they headed toward North America. Some of the Amish settled first in Pennsylvania, and in today's time there are over 250,000 Amish in over 28 states. And that came from the National Geographic Channel. The Amish have certain traditions and beliefs. They have stayed close within their communities, but one community of Amish is different from another community of Amish. But it can be simple things that set them apart. What sets them apart can be the width of a hat band or the buggy color. They dress in plain and simple clothing. The females wear dresses which consist usually of an apron and bonnet cap, and the males wore dark suits and straw hats. They also hold religious values in today's time. The Amish beliefs are that the horse and buggy they only use horse and buggy, and vehicle usage is prohibited because the church prohibits the usage of it. Grief is usually handled only within the family and not in front of strangers. They believe that religion is a way of life and not just a thing. They are Christian, meaning that God can exist externally as Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. The hymns are sung in German, and usually with no organ or musical instrument. They have the Osbin, which is the Protestant hymnal, and that is 400 years old. Their unique ways of life. They live off the land, even to today. They tend to make a lot of everything they have, such as furniture, clothes, soap, quilts, etc. Amish use healing as a gift from God, and they use home remedies. They forbid electricity, so they only use candlelight. They have a local barn raising for charity events, and with that they do like cookouts, and all their neighbors gather together and bring dishes together, and the whole community gets together. And now that I've told you some about the Amish and their history, unique ways of life, along with their traditions and beliefs, you can now leave here with a little bit more knowledge and who they are. And they're mostly like us, they just have their unique ways of life and certain ways of living.
Brian.
Janice. Danny.
Eugene.